The following accusations were made against former U.S. President Barack Obama and current Philippine President Bongbong Marcos by former President Rodrigo Duterte. These were at the time possibly due to an outburst of emotion and political preferences. Both outbursts, however, maybe would have been better left unsaid.
Mr. Obama, you can go to hell.
Kasi spoiled child, only son. He's a weak leader.
According to a U.S. survey, former U.S. President Barack Obama ranked number 1 in fame and number 8 in popularity. Our Rodrigo Duterte earned a trust rating of 69% at the end of his term. His nearest second was Noynoy Aquino with 27. The rest ranged from 24 to 14% positive impact. In short, these two men were the most popular presidents of the modern era. In 2016, during an interview with multi-awarded journalist Jessica Soho, President-elect Rodrigo Duterte was interrupted by an aide that there was an important incoming call. Duterte shortly excused himself. Upon his return, Soho politely asked if that was a call from the U.S. President. Duterte, smiling, simply answered that it was from a person you do not keep waiting, or to that effect. So in short, relations with the U.S. seemed quite appropriate at the time, until the incident during a speech where Duterte insulted Obama with, "Obama, you can go to hell." They cordially met before the Asian summit in Laos after that incident, and Obama simply implied that mere pleasantries were exchanged. But maybe something else had occurred, because Duterte went full force during the summit and did a show and tell with pictures of American atrocities against the Filipino people during the U.S.-Philippine-Spanish War in the early 1900s. By that time, China had already started strengthening its forces in the South China Sea, building artificial islands and putting up military structures in the area. China must have sensed the tension between the U.S. and the Philippines and took advantage of the situation, shooing away our fishermen and anyone who attempted to intrude into their so-called nine-dash line. Now Duterte was pushed into a corner, with China slowly building up aggression and no U.S. to call for help. He tried his best to maintain good relations with China, but to no avail. Our fishermen, journalists, and any Filipino treading into their nine-dash line were pushed away. Ironically, COVID came into the picture in 2019, and priorities were shuffled, fortunately for the Philippines. Come election in 2021, Bongbong Marcos wins. With a clean slate, he restored relations with the U.S. and strengthened our borders with U.S. military might. Other countries followed suit: Taiwan, Japan, Australia, etc. China was forced to back off. A stalemate was reached. Probably without the COVID scare occurring in 2019, we might, just might, have become a province of China, as Duterte so jokingly said.
Ring. Gusto ninyo, gawain na lang ninyo kaming Philippine province of China. Di wala tayong problema. We see it.